Hello and welcome to my new video for my channel. If you like it, please subscribe below. That'd be absolutely brilliant, and also like it as well. Again, that would be excellent. What I'm going to show you today is a couple ways of using your Watermark ink pad. The first way, as it says on the front cover, it is a Watermark ink pad. So I'm just going to show you basically very quickly how to use your Watermark as a watercolor ink pad. The darker the card, the better the watermark will actually show up. So ink up your stamp and just randomly stamp over your card. Now I'm not going to be too precious about this. I'm just going to randomly ink up again, and as you can see, I have got some scrap copy paper below my project just to keep my work surface a little bit clean. And there we go again. And again, it doesn't matter, this is perfectly, totally and utterly random. I'm not being too precious about it. I just want a random sort of pattern over my card. And if you've got some gaps that you need filling, just look at your stamp and think, oh, I've got a bit of a pattern there, I can fill in a bit there. And you know, just utilize your stamp and fill as much areas as you can, which is what I'm doing here. Let's see, where can I go? Got a bit there, so I can do a little bit more there. There we go. I'm just going to leave that for a minute to dry, and then give my stamp a quick clean, because I'll be using my stamping platform. So clean the stamp. As many of you, as you know me by now, always I've got into the habit of cleaning my stamp. I've messed up a few ink pads in my time by precisely not cleaning stamps properly, and I've messed up a few ink pads. So there we go. So I have learned the hard way rather. So that is now clean. Quite happy with that now. So I'm going to get a piece of black card, and what I'm basically going to show you with this next technique is the use of mica powders. I've got here, if I can find it, I did have it here just now. Yeah, here we go. And 2 brushes. And they come in packs of 4. I always used to buy them in packs of 4. These are the metallics. This is the gold that I'm using from the metallic range. And as you can see, you've got 2 brushes. So what happens is, as you ink up your stamp, I'm being very careful, as you've seen in previous previous videos, I'm very conscious of this area here, so it's very light tapping. Actually, I'm going to abandon this. I'm going to clean this again. Sorry, I want to put it on a stamping platform, I think, with this, because I might want to stamp it a couple of times just to make sure I've got enough ink down on the cardstock, so do forgive me for this. So let's bring in the stamping platform. There we go. Bring over my piece of cardstock, stick that down, and put there we go. Doesn't matter if it's straight, because I'm going to be trimming it down anyway, so that'll be your stamp. Just lightly tap all over your stamp. Very light tapping. And as I've said in previous videos, all you're doing is just imparting the ink that's on the surface of the pad onto the surface of the stamp, the raised bits, which is obviously the image. So you want to bring that over, press down firmly onto your cardstock, and repeat again, just to make sure that all areas of your stamp has come out. So just do that again. Again, just be careful of this open area here. Just very light tapping. And then put the lid back on the stamp pad. Bring your image back over. And just allow the ink to absorb down into the card. So you've got a good contact all over. That should do it. Leave that to one side, and again clean the stamp very quickly. Dry your stamp, and then you know once you've done that you're good to go with your next project on your stamp. Put your stamping platform away, bring back your copy of, bring back your image, your stamped image, and as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, the vague outline of the actual stamp. Now that's the watermark element of your Watermark ink pad. So you could leave it like that and just have a very subtle background. But what we're going to do is with our mica powders, and you don't need a massive amount of these. As I say, I've had these for years and they do last quite a while. I'm just going to lightly dip my brush in and just slowly move the powder that I've got on my over the image. And as you can see, the stamp image magically appears. Just like that. So sweep off the excess powder. And I'm just going to put the lid back on my mica powder. Put the brushes back. It's up to you, it's up to you. You can use the smaller brush to apply the powder and then use the big one just to brush it off. But I just, me being me, I just use the big one to put it on and then brush off. It's all in one go. So, not that I'm saying I'm lazy or anything, but you know, saves me time. And then get a clean piece of kitchen towel and just gently just go over your image, and it just removes any excess powder that hasn't stuck to the image. And then you've got, if I just wiggle that a little bit, you can see your powder stuck to your card with the image of the stamp. Isn't that lovely? So I'm just going to leave that like that, bring in my one I did earlier, and again I've just mounted and layered it onto a 14cm gold blank with a 13cm gold square card, and used foam pads to mount my image. And as you can see, I've just fussy cut it around, and you can put your sentiment down there if you want, or a few gold sequins or something just to break up that side, or a little text message, whatever you want, whatever the occasion is going to be. Now the reason I like stamping is because that's one card we've done, and in the previous video we did it with gold embossing powder. I know they're both similar, but it's two different effects. And the first video I did it with this. So effectively we've got 3 different looks just from the one stamp. So that's the reason I like stamping. Thank you very much for watching, and again, hopefully you'll subscribe below and like my video, and see you again next time. Thank you very much. Bye bye.